No, not that one. This one. Where are we? Okay. I think I got it. Hey, Trunk Monkeys. Good morning. How are you? Happy holiday. Um, Memorial Day weekend. Are you in the States, Trunk Monkeys? Do you have any big plans for today? Uh, it may sound a little morbid, but Memorial Day is one of my favorite holidays. Um, it's my, forgive me, I'm like wiping up my desk here. It's my favorite. Okay, I'll go on camera. I really didn't want to be seen today because I'm kind of still in my night clothes. I woke up a little late this morning and I'm getting off to a late start, but Trunk Monkeys, you're barbecuing? Oh boy, I'm on my way over. Good morning, Amos. It's great to see you, sweetheart. I like this holiday because I've always admired and looked up to our soldiers who served. And there are many men and women out there that gave their lives to fight for our freedom and to protect us. And I want to lift all of them up to Heavenly Abba in Yeshua's name. And I'd like to lift all of their families and friends up because they've also sacrificed their loved one in Yeshua's name. Last night, when I got home, I put on G Mango's chat, and G had on soldiers, and they were talking about their experiences. Wow, I sat there and I was just like on the edge of my seat, like, tell me more, tell me more, tell me what it was like. When I was in college, I went to college for accounting. And in the first couple of months, I had to go down to the counselor's office, and I see this big, huge poster that says, join ROTC. So I'm sitting there in the counselor's office thinking to myself, hey, Method, I'll put you to sleep. Just listen to me a little bit longer. You and a lot of your family were in the service. Trunk Monkeys, thank you to you and your family members that were in the service. Thank you for your service. I'm humbled that you and your family members, as well as many of those other men and women, would do something like that for people that they've never met, such as myself. I mean, I admire you guys so much. I got to tell you. My grandfather was in the Navy. I had an uncle on the Baglio side of my family that was in the Marines. My uncle on my grandmother's side of the family, he served in the Air Force. I have another cousin that served in the Navy. But anyway, so I went down to, I was sitting in the college or the counselor's office at college, and I see this big poster that says sign up for ROTC. So I was, thank you. Oh, thank you, Trunk Monkeys. I appreciate that. But I saw this thing for ROTC. Hey, Cellar Door. I love you, sweetheart. Welcome. And I thought to myself, wow, I would love to be in the Army. So, and I'm not really good at college or school. I'm lucky if I can get a C. And I'm sorry. So I called up the number. I figured I could join the Army. And I came home. I told my gram. She's like, no, 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 no. And I called up. And I told them about myself. I was completely serious. And then they started asking about my health. I'm like, oh no. I said, well, honestly, sir, I have bronchial asthma. And he had asked me what I wanted to do, and I told him, I said, I probably do not have what it takes, but I would love to be a Navy SEAL. You know how strong and brave those men and women are? That's what I want to be. And the guy on the phone said, Holly, I'm sorry, but with your asthma, we cannot accept you. Please hang up the phone, go out into the kitchen and give your grandmother a kiss and tell her we just did not accept you. I'm sorry. And he hung up the phone. And I'll tell you what, I was upset. I was really upset, but my grandmother was really, really happy. So, and I listened to him. I hung up the phone. I walked out in the kitchen. I gave her a kiss on the cheek. I said, they didn't accept me, Graham. Gotta give the dog a bone. Come here. Where's your bone? You're supposed to punch it and bring it to me. You didn't bring it to me. I shouldn't be giving you a treaty if you can't fetch your bone for me. Come here, honey bunnies. Come here, pretty girl. Come on. Sorry, guys. So, could I wear high heels in the force? I'd have no idea, Amos. I really don't. But I like this holiday because I like to give my prayers and my remembrance to all those brave men and women that serve our country. That takes a special type of person. It really does. So I definitely admire our soldiers, and I just really wanted to say to all of you that have served and to the ones that have passed on, I love you guys, and I'm always praying with and for you. And thank you so much for doing that. Thank you. I'm grateful. So I love you, soldiers, so much. You're my favorites. You all hold a special place in my heart for what you've done for this country and for me and my loved ones. So I'm really grateful to all of you soldiers. I'm going to start crying if I don't shut up. Forgive me. All right, now that I'm making a mess with peanut butter. Here you go, honey. Eat it over here. There you go. There you go. So, sorry about that. Excuse me. I'm probably not going to be on too long on the show because I just woke up and I want to go out today. I want to go hang out by the lake, and I want to enjoy the weather. So oh geez. Let me put the cell phone down. I'm sorry. I was making plans. I went to a barbecue last night, guys. I was invited out, and oh, I had a good time. You guys should have heard the band they had there last night. Oh my goodness, they rocked. I was trying to take videos of them playing, but I'll probably get a copyright strike if I play you their music. But they had this band and they were just playing all sorts of great music. There was no singer, so it was just drums, bass, and guitar. They had, wonder if you can see the picture. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. Can you guys see it? I know there's a glare. I'm sorry. Look at that roast pig. Swine. Pork. I'm definitely not politically correct. You can see its little tail still. So I went to a pig roast. It was a lot of fun. It was nice. We played what's that game? Cornhole? Is that the name? Cornhole, where you take the bean bags and you try to throw it, like kind of similar to horseshoes almost, except you're throwing bean bags and trying to get them in a hole on a board that's, never mind. They had a lot of cool games there and horseshoes and stuff like that. It was a great day. It was a really great day. I had a great time, and the food was great. The people were great. And it was just really nice to get out and, you know. You live in Idaho? Wow. I went cross country once. I went through Idaho. I've been to Vegas a couple times. Larry and Tiz Hutch on YouTube. Okay, no, I won't be online. I just wanted to touch base, and I wanted to reach out to all of you and let our servicemen and women know that my heart and my prayers are with them today. So thank you all for that opportunity. So guys, if you know someone that served this country, make sure that you spend the day with them, feed them, hang out with them, and appreciate them for what they've done. So, anyway, what else can I say? um, 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 um. Forgive me, I'm drawing a blank. I'm like, okay, so now what next do I say? Forgive me for my appearance. It's still the morning. Aw, thank you, Trunk Monkeys. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Creative Revival, how are you? Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. So, I'm just going to sit here and smile, okay? Because there's nothing going on upstairs at the moment. Excuse me. Yes, I like to fish. I have my fishing gear. Yeah, I was supposed to go to the lake today and hang out by the lake. But I was just planning on going swimming in it. I wasn't going to fish or anything like that. I was just going to goof off, skim rocks, swim around, act like a kid. Aw, Seller, you're a sweetheart. I love you. Bethany, welcome. How are you? Good to see you, hon. Yes, I like fishing and rafting and hiking and mountain biking and kayaking, canoeing. I do it all. You put me outside and I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Sorry. I've never caught halibut. No, I've caught largemouth bass. I've caught sunnies. I've caught couple other kinds of fish, but no halibut. Yes, I love the outdoors too, like camping and all of that. I love it. Hey, Impaler, it's great to see you. Uh, I have to still read those documents. I'm glad that we got to talk the other day. It was great. Jeff, I love you. What are you doing? Aaron Cox said this is one of his fishing holes. Method Marine, pray for you. I pray for you, Method Marine, the deal, the car, the title transfer, and for your dad in Yeshua's name. I pray that it all goes smoothly and there's no hiccups or turbulence in Yeshua's name. Wow, you're buying a muscle car for your dad? I need one. I'm just teasing. Aaron. Aaron. Oh, forget it. Look at you. This is you, Aaron? You're all hooked up here. Look at that. Aww. That is beautiful, Aaron. Wow. Oh, boy, you put me in a kayak with a fishing pole on the water. I'll see you later on at night. I'd be out there all day long. That looks beautiful out there. Wow. I didn't mean to fast forward in your video, Aaron. Look at that. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, forget it. See, right there is where I would build my little hut, my little holy holly hut. I would live out there and just be all the better for it. You guys would never see me again. The reason why I say hut is because where I live in New Jersey on the farm, they have this little, it's like a little playhouse. And I always joked around telling my landlords and my neighbors, I'm like, you know, I've had it with you guys. I'm going out to the edge of the property where the hut is, and that's where I'm staying. I've had it. That's beautiful, Aaron. That is truly beautiful. Wow, okay. So anyway, uh-oh, we have a cameo. We have a cameo. A cameo appearance. Man, Aaron, you got the hookup. I'm jealous. That's it. You got the hookup. That's amazing. I wanted to, I still got a call. My attorney that passed away had 6 kayaks, and I heard that they were probably going to part with a couple of the kayaks, and he's got a yellow one. I want the yellow one. Anyway, where's my chat room? It's great to see you, Impaler. It really is. We'll have to catch up and talk soon. Again, I'm not sure when because I'm always just so far behind. Forgive me, but it was really nice getting to talk to you and getting to know you. Is he in Humboldt? Seller, that's Aaron Cox. It's a reservoir in Arizona. Wow. Why you already tutted bad people? So you have no choice but keep trying, right? Yeah. Ooh, there's 11 people watching. That's my favorite number with God. Yud Hey Vav Hey. I can't help it. Yeah, I had no idea Arizona was green like that either. I've been to Arizona before. Twice. Twice or 3 times. Twice. I love the West. Midwest, West, but well, the West. Oh, it gets brown after the rain season. You live right on the river, Jeff? I should have been asking you if you needed a roommate back a year ago or 9 months ago. Man, except for like the snakes, I would love to live on the river. And spiders. Yeah, I'm an outdoor chick. Okay, where am I? Let me get my screens right. So, I don't know, I'm having a good weekend, guys. I gotta tell you, I haven't had a good weekend in so long. And thank you guys for that. All the pictures I've seen and driving through on Route 40, it's all desert like New Mexico. Arizona seems pretty nice from Aaron's video. Yeah, it does. I've been out to New Mexico a couple of times. Yeah. Yeah, Impaler's been through quite a bit. I heard his testimony and I was like, wow. Wow. You all have intriguing and incredible testimonies. I like hearing about your lives better than I like talking about mine. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how to say this without hurting anybody's feelings or making someone think that I'm betraying their trust in any manner because it's not that. But I've had something on my heart. And it started, it's been on my heart, but it started coming to the front of my brain and really bothering me over this weekend, because today's Monday, so over this past weekend. I feel like I ruined my life giving you guys my super soldier testimony about the deep underground military bases and about exposing MK Ultra projects that are still ongoing, and our children are still being kidnapped and taken to these projects and tortured and traumatized. By me giving you this testimony, I really feel I have napalmed my life. I wish my attorney was still alive so I could talk to him, because I really miss my father figure. Now, I know that God takes his place and I have God, and God is my refuge. So I'm not selling God short. But if I can just tell you how I feel and put that on the table, then maybe from there I can begin praying and laying it in God's hands. But I really feel like I ruined my life, guys. I feel like my life is over. I can't take any of it back. I can't do anything different. And my attorney slash father figure, who's deceased, would probably say, Holly, we've talked about this. And boy, we have. Him and I had a lot of conversations about everything, about me coming forward to the public to talk about what happens in deep underground military bases and government facilities from my recollection. And it's mainly about the kids that are still being trafficked, as well as the adults. But usually they get you when you're a kid. And the biggest thing is for me to try to expose these things, because I really would like the kids still locked in a cage or still locked in these MK Ultra programs. I'd like to see them literally set free. So that's the driving point. And when I was a little girl, I have this fragmented memory where I was sitting down with 3 other boys. We were young, before our teenage years. And these 3 little boys, we knew that they were sending us into the MK Ultra projects deeper. They were going to be doing more human experimentation. They were going to be doing more stuff to us. And they were just sending us through the whole gamut of these projects. And one little boy, oh boy, we were all talking about getting free. We were sitting there talking about, they're going to send us into these mind control projects deeper. I think I was about approximately 12 years old. So the other kids were in and around the ages of 10 and 15 that I was with at the time. But one boy wanted to go in the projects more, didn't care. I remember sitting there saying, well, you know what? At this point, God is the only one who has never lied to me. And I don't know anything about God, but I'm going to go with God because he hasn't lied to me. We started talking about, me and the 3 other kids started talking about, when we get free, what are we going to do? And one little boy said to me, he goes, oh, Holly, you're going to be a coward. You won't come back for us. You'll forget about us. You'll get free and just be gone. I said, no, I won't. No, I won't. I'll come back for you guys. If I get free, I'll tell everybody everything that happened. I'll come back for you guys. So the 4 of us made a pact that if we ever got free, we would go back for each other and set each other free from the cages. But people, when they tune into YouTube and they see me talk about these things, and then they meet me in person, they're like, wow, I want nothing to do with that chick, Holly. Do you hear what she's talking about? And I'll tell you what, that kind of stuff rips my heart out. Or like when someone else turns around and says, oh, Holly, the super soldier. Yeah, you're super stupid. Some crap like that. My ex would always be condescending and super duper soldier. Like he'd make fun of it when he got mad at me. He'd throw it in my face. So, and a lot of other people do that too, but I don't know, I sit back and think, especially lately, like, about how I wish I never said anything about coming from a deep underground military base. I wish I never told you guys. I wish I never said anything. I wish I kept it to myself. Life would have been a lot easier. People wouldn't be walking around calling me a whack job or making fun of me. I wouldn't lose family and friends if they did not know who I really am. So I napalmed my life, guys. I'm great at that. I'm not saying feel bad for me. Don't. I mean, are you kidding me? Don't feel bad. Look at what God's done for me. Look at what Yud Hey Vav Hey, our one true living God and Creator. Jehovah, I am. Look at what He's done for me. He got me out of that cage, so don't you guys ever feel bad for me. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for camaraderie and friendship. I'm not looking for someone to go, oh, you poor little thing. And I don't like to be touched too much anyway. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. All right, I'll stop. But how do, and this is totally different, but can I ask a question? How do soldiers, when they come back home from war, reconcile it in their head when the people around them don't understand what they went through and they're still feeling shell shock? But yet it's us that sent them off to war. And then they come home and we don't understand them and we kind of shove them aside. And those brave men and women voluntarily went to defend our country. How do they get through this stuff? I'm sorry, but our men and women that are soldiers need to be treated a whole lot better. Their benefits should be doubled, their food stamps, their benefits, everything should be doubled. Our vets aren't taken care of good enough. All right, I'm done with my babble. They go nuts, most of them. You don't deprogram from it. I know, Aaron, you don't deprogram from it. Thanks, Impaler. It's okay. It's going to be all right. I worry too much, guys. Hey, Luke Early, give my love to Lou Boy. I hope you guys hang in there. You did 3 tours, Method? Wow. 3 tours. Hey, hot retarded chicks. I've been meaning to call you. I was supposed to call you back, and I didn't yesterday. I'm sorry. I've never read her book. I should. I've had a lot of people suggest it to me. I'm just such a slow reader. I wish it was like in video format or audio format because I breeze right through it. Yes, thank you, Method, for your service. Depends on who's training. Training you like a brother or an army soldier treating you like a government. Yeah, I guess it does depend on who's training you. I almost swore on my video. I'm teasing. You don't enjoy your life now? You helped vent yourself vent? No, Method. It's not a mistake to talk. I guess I had a low moment where I was feeling like everything was a mistake. That's probably darkness trying to get a foothold. Make me feel like I did something wrong. I got your back too, Impaler. Thank you very much. Chunk Monkeys, you can email me. My website should be back. I called them yesterday or the day before, and I was like, why is my webpage down? They're like, oh, well, you haven't put anything up in 2 months. I was like, oh, okay. It's back up. Please send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. Definitely. Okay, so, yeah. Thank you, Jeff. I know you're always here for me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Impaler. Thank you, Trunk Monkeys. Awesome Possum. Don't have a hard time adjusting. Takes years to adjust, but we're trained to adapt and overcome any climate. It's in our training to be the ultimate survivalists. That hit home. Method. Training to adapt. Holly's still on tour, but she's almost done. Okay, wise ass. I didn't write the book yet. Once I write the book, I'm going on tour. Thank you, Chunk Monkeys. No, I never heard our daddies crying from World War II. They never cried. Did you? They marched around in the winter in Germany, freezing their tails off without appropriate winter clothing. They didn't once cry or moan about it. They kept marching onward. I get the point of the story. I get the moral. You guys are right. I will. I'll have personal messages for everybody. And at the very end, I'll put P.S. Don't forget to love and subscribe HTV. I'm kidding. Each generation gets weaker, thus boys fighting in men's wars, thus more trauma. Yes. Yeah. Well, look, it's Generation Snowflake, for heaven's sake. That doesn't exactly scream bravery or strength. No offense. Civilian life is easy to adapt to. If the soldier has a problem, they get other problems like alcoholism, etc. Don't make them legends. We are at that now. Oh, guys, tomorrow I want to run a video and I want to talk about God. I was going to run it today, but I want more time because I know once we get talking, it'll just keep going. So I'll do the video tomorrow. Maybe all of you will join me. I want to talk about God and angels. Like I said, easy stuff. We, as a society, are just weak, including our armed services, but a warrior from war should have no problem standing in a crowd filled with civilian men. Trunk monkeys. Blame it on the stuff they're ingesting. It's coming up on 10:30. Yes. Yes. I put my foot in my mouth yesterday and I felt so bad. And it was like, wait a second, that was like the wrong example to use. But I want to. We got started on a conversation yesterday in my chat room. And I want to continue it on because I want to be able to speak what I think. And sometimes it takes me a while. Like if you throw a subject at me, sometimes right off the top of my head, I can talk to it. And then other times, if you throw a topic at me, I have to kind of retreat back for a little bit and sleep on it and think about it. And then I can come back and like talk about the topic. So tomorrow we're going to have a God conversation. So they wet their pants just like anyone else. PTSD was called battle fatigue. You didn't fight for nothing. You're looking forward to a new earth, new heaven with the devil in chains for 1,000 years. I cannot wait till that day. Selah. You would think after all this he'd get more than 1,000 years, but I'm not complaining. As long as that's 1,000 years in human time and not God time, that's good. Because isn't like a 1,000 years one day to God? Battlefield. Yeah, right? There's no good word to put on it. Right? Impaler, battle fatigue sounds sympathetic. Shell shock sounds like you're nuts. And PTSD sounds robotic. Yeah, meanwhile, we're all traumatized. You got to take your dog out. I have to do the same, so I'll probably get going soon. Trunk monkeys, because it's almost 10:30. I really need to take a shower, walk my dog, get going for the day. Yes, please shoot me an email. Thank you, Trunk Monkeys. And again, thank you for your service. Good morning, Brian, too. How are you? I hope you're feeling okay. Hypergame theory is a deadly game of eugenics based on the mathematical model known as the non-cooperative gaming theorem, using two things, deception and manipulation. Hypergame theory is just a moniker to describe that model. By deadly, I mean they need to walk you to your death, physical death, social death, and psychological death. There are only two ways to defeat the hyper game theory. Refuse to play the game to begin with, ignore them, place the opposing party in a position where they can no longer better their own position against you. Nash equilibrium. Since you are dealing with the conscious supercomputer programmed with hyper game theory algorithms, and because the CIA, DIA teams have far more resources, time, money, manpower, etc., than you do, there is really no possibility to use the Nash equilibrium, meaning you can not, for the most part, place the government in a position where it can no longer better the position against you. So the only way for the targeted individuals to defeat the hyper game theory tactics they use against you daily is to refuse to play the game to begin with. Selah. Don't respond at all. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go hit the high road. I want to take her for a walk and take a shower and okay, so what are you guys doing today? Anything exciting? I hope that you get to see your families and friends. And I myself am going. I made a new friend yesterday. I met someone yesterday at the pig roast. So maybe today I'll get to go hang out by the lake, swim around, and enjoy the day. Forget I exist, but enjoy the beautiful day. So I'm really looking forward to that, but I want to get a move on because I think I have to be ready by 12. Or I don't know when I have to be ready, but Brian says in the CIA, I'm going to read what Brian 2 writes, but then I'm probably going to hit the high road, guys, if you don't mind. I wish I could bring you with me, Cellar Door. We'd have a blast. Brian, oh, I didn't get breakfast yet, Amos. I'm aiming for it. Brian 2 goes on to write, in the CIA, DIA, mind control techniques, ignoring the organized stalkers and cyber stalkers actually has a technical terminology. It's called controlling the verification process. In order for trauma-based mind control to work, they must force you to continually respond to their street theater, situational scenarios, and conversational scenarios, meaning they must constantly employ specific tailored scripts set against you, such as a group of people taking pictures of each other, arguing with each other, etc. These abnormal and aberrational scenarios are crucial to force you into a set of responses to determine coherent patterns of thought. Do not try and constantly adjust and counter the chaos they engineer. Just ignore them. Get up from your desk and walk away from the computer, office, etc., and come back later. Much, much later. After the conversation or situation, chaos, trauma, etc., they just used against you has been pushed out of your short-term active memory. Do you think something else immediately? Do and think something else immediately to push the chaos and trauma from your active memory and thought process. The hyper game theory model of deception and manipulation employed against mind control victims is endless. Because there is always a higher optimum to choose from. So because there is always a higher optimum to choose from, there is always a next move to be made by the CIA, DIA, hive mind teams, surveillance teams, organized stalkers, etc., and specifically the conscious RNM supercomputer system of remote neural networks that is basing directed energy torture on that model. Start torture, stop torture, start, stop, etc. The process is endless, hence The game never ends because the system must constantly provoke you into sensory or neural responses to engineer patterns of multiple synapse responses. One response is not enough. They need multiple responses of the same behavior, etc., to determine coherent patterns of thought. Verification. Only then can those synaptic responses be integrated back into the R&M data as the conscious supercomputer continues to build a cognitive model of your will, intellect, and emotion for training, research, and development. As such, the hypergame process is endless and can be triggered at will by the attackers, and many times you will only notice the remote neural attacks are happening if you learn to read active memory. In order for the hypergame theory to work, meaning for the CIA, DIA, hive mind teams to make a next move, they must force the mind control victim to move or respond first. The objective being to force the victim into an endless series of synaptic responses each day, meaning to place the victim into and keep the victim inside a psychotronic concentration camp. Brian, that hits home. You're very well spoken and educated. The Fraggle Rock song, oh my goodness, Cellar Door. I remember Fraggle Rock. That's so long ago. Oh my goodness. Brian goes on to say, which is sort of a combination of the two movies, The Exorcist and The Truman Show. Oh, that Truman Show. I get the Truman effect. I don't like it. It bugs me out sometimes. It can come on too strong, that Truman effect. This is why the victim is surrounded and boxed in constantly, for as soon as the victim is chosen for the technology, all available apartments, homes, hotel rooms, etc., next to and around the victim are sublet and the CIA, DIA, trauma-based mind control, hive mind teams, surveillance teams, organized stalkers, etc. move in, and training, research, and development begins, culminating in the cold-blooded murder or incapacitation of the victim once training, research, and development ends. Dead men don't talk. Oh, thanks, Method. What I mean is they trigger or engineer chaos, torture, and trauma in the victim's daily life and daily activities, and then wait for the victim to respond to that fabricated torture, trauma, and chaos, which the victim must do to function and survive, thereby forcing the victim into an endless series of counter moves throughout the day, just trying to function and survive. Hey, Trunk Monkeys, I'm still on. Yay! Wow, Brian. Wow. I have to say, Brian, since you've come into my chat, and I'm really grateful to you, Brian. Thank you. I have to say, you've brought me some peace explaining this stuff to me. It resonates, and at times it rings so true. And I cannot believe this is my life. I'll trade you guys. Anyone in my chat room want to trade my life? I'll trade you for yours. I'll trade you shoes too. I'm not trying to make a joke out of this, because it's not a joke. It's very serious. But Brian goes on to say, let me start over, forcing the victim into endless series of counter moves throughout the day, just trying to function and survive inside a psychotronic concentration camp because of the physical and psychological trauma and torture. Each counter move is an evoked potential which can be remotely measured and integrated into R&M data. Wow. Oh, Method, you're still trying to get... Okay, fine, Method. Fine. You win. I kid you not. I'll do a 24-hour marathon. But you have to be present for all of those 24 hours. I'll go 25 just to up you on it. It's not going to be today, though. It won't be today. I got to go out and buy about 5-hour energy shots for that marathon. Hey, Bouger on a budget. How are you? Welcome. I would love to do a marathon. So long as, it's educational too. It's got to be educational somehow. Varsity Blues, James Van Der Beek. I don't want your life. I don't want your life. You can have it. It's too much for me. Right. I'll talk you guys to sleep, and the next thing you know is I'll be asleep in the chair, and then like 5 hours later, my cell phone will start going off. Wake up, Holly. You fell asleep. That would be fun, though. 24-hour marathon. I would. I like to enjoy myself. And I love hanging out with you guys. I got to tell you, I just love hanging out with you guys. Last night I was thinking, I can't wait to get home to run a video. Oh, I can't wait to, see all my friends on YouTube. I got to tell them about this. Da 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 da. I think about you guys so much throughout my day. Hey, Bouger on a budget. I hope I'm saying your name right. I never made it to the pool. I made it by the pool. Okay, I saw the pool, but I never got inside of it. It was really, really, really good. The food was amazing. The people were so nice. I did kiss the chef yesterday. I kissed the chef. You guys are like, Holly kissed someone? Yes, and it was only the chef. But let me tell you, if you had the food that I had yesterday, you guys would have been kissing the chef too. Don't worry, it was only a peck on the cheek. Not a real kiss. Shouldn't you be doing tricks? Come on, it's Memorial Day. Oh, you guys are going to see my dirty home. Well, it's not really my home, but it's where I'm crashing right now. Right? That's her bed, okay? Right there. No, you're going to do a trick for this. Yes, because tricks are for dogs. I want you to roll over. You have to do a rollover. You don't have enough room. Come here. You roll over. You roll over. Oh, yeah. You're such a good girl. Okay. So she did a trick for the camera. Yay. You're such a good girl. I love you. My cute little dog. She's not so cute when she barks, though. I'm teasing. All right, one more. And I gotta go. It's like 11:45. Yeah. Uh-oh. Who's Gordon? Chef Gordon Ramsay? I met a famous chef from one of those shows. last year, where they have all these famous people and they bring in like 10 contestants, and these contestants have to cook and then they get voted off the show. I met one of those famous chefs, that did the judging last year, but I don't remember the guy's name. I'm like, oh yeah, you're a chef. Okay, bye. I'm kidding. But yes, I did kiss the chef. I have a question. What states did the 4 shadiest people you ever meet come from like that ex? Jersey, 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 and Jersey. I don't kiss them. I have them in my kitchen method. You're like, Holly, I really didn't expect you to have Chef Boyardee. But yeah, I eat that for lunch. Crafting supplies. I have stuff to make jewelry with, and I never used it, so I have all that raw material. I should find someone that makes jewelry and donate it to them because I'm not using it. He's your personal chef too. Some were born elsewhere. Yeah. They were born at a pharmacy, and from there they traveled straight to the bar, and from that I met them. I always had this bad knack for picking the bad boy to date. So that's why I'm done. I'm staying celibate. Exactly, Impaler. If all the villains are local to Jersey, then why stay? And they are. The villains call me the villain. But yet I never sent any of them to the hospital like they did me. I'm over it. I don't even care. Not anymore. When my ex has been popping in my mind as of late, it's like, really? I dealt with that? Why? I have God, right? And he says I don't have to live in darkness. So why did I put myself in darkness? Why? Like, just God, thanks for getting me out. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for getting me out. Thank you for getting me away. I don't know. I think those guys just wanted to be God over me. And that doesn't work out so hot for me. I don't take orders very kindly. There's only one God in my life, and that's the one from the Holy Bible. He can give me orders. I take orders from him, great, but not from an ex. Your Bible's the same color? Yeah, I'm like, I love God, okay? So he's mine. But I like decorate my Bible. I've had this Bible since I was 18. I decorate it. I sleep with it. You can see the pages are falling out. I spray it with my perfume. I love my perfume. It's Cool Water by Davidoff. So I hope God won't be mad, but I love his book. And I decorate it. I have my prayer cloth in it. So Put it on my heart. Pray to have a strong heart. A heart after Abba in Yeshua's name. So, yeah, I love my Bible. I'm one of those people, I have a Bible everywhere. You get in my car, there's a Bible. You come in my house, there's 3 Bibles. Yeah. Yeah, impaler. It's okay. I've learned a lot. I definitely have learned a lot. I'm just sad I had to learn it the hard way. All right. Well, I'm going to stay for 10 minutes and then I'm really going to go, guys, because if I don't go, I might lose my plans for this afternoon. The person will be like, "You didn't get back to me." I'll be like, yeah, but I was hanging out on YouTube. But, I'm kidding. There's a rope swing right by me. I want to go to that today. If I do a rope swing, I'm catching a video of it and I'm going to show it to you guys. Because you'll be like, look at this old lady trying to get on a rope swing. I'll probably end up doing a belly flop in the water. You'll be like, yeah, that's our Holly. So, I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are like awesome. Hey, no way, Allie, holy Allie. I lift you up to Heavenly Abba, sweetheart. I'm happy to see you. It's been so long, holy Allie. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. I think of you often. I still have the things that you sent me in the past, and I keep them stored on my computer. But I actually came across an image you sent me the other day, and I was like, wow, I wonder how she's doing. It's great to see you. I'm glad to see you. All right, so what's wrong? Why are you giving me that look, Keeper? Why are you giving me that look? She's like, Holly, I want to go for a hike, and you're not hiking me. You're not taking me for a hike. You want to go? Sorry, my pretty girl. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll be back tomorrow. So I really had fun hanging out with you guys today. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me talk. I feel so much better. I feel like you guys just, thank you. You guys put me in a better mood, I'll tell you that much. Oh, wow, that's UK time. I love you, Holy Allie. It's great to see you, sweetheart. It's been so long, honey. I'm going to try to be back tonight, but if I'm not, I'll be here tomorrow. I'll talk your ear off tomorrow, you guys. I'll sit here with you for a while tomorrow. When is my next live chat? Probably tomorrow, Allie. I want to talk about God and really get things shaken up around here. Marathon time. Maybe. No promises. Maybe. I love you so much, Cellar Door. Jeff, you have a beautiful day. I'm gonna miss you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. Those who harvest it will eat it and praise the Lord, and those who gather the grapes will drink it in the courts of my sanctuary. I'm gonna try to have some fun. I'm gonna try. I'm bringing you guys with me. Remember the water by theory? We survive the bad guys. It's not the Matrix because fools still drive Pentos and El Caminos. All right. I love you guys. Yeshua blessings. I really feel bad saying it like this because it's not really happy, but happy Memorial Day weekend. I said that last night on a chat, and boy, I was like, oh, it's not happy. It's not happy. Just, I recognize the holiday. How about that? All right, guys. I'm out. I'll see you guys later, and I'll try to take pictures too. Especially if I go off that rope swing. You guys will be like, oh no. At least she didn't land on a rock. Anyway, I love you guys.